Alright, ladies, welcome ladies and gentlemen, to another What I Sold on eBay last week. This episode is brought to you again by Nestle Pure Life Water. I look homeless because I need a haircut. Anyways, let's get right into it. Today, we have Pitfall, The Mayan Adventure. Game cartridge only, Sega Genesis, $1.50 plus shipping. Label was toe up from the flow up on this one. That's why I sold it so cheap. And embarrassingly enough, I mixed the labels for this order and another order and got the games swapped up. And it's... I gave everybody refunds and switched the games, and it's all good, but that's just part of doing eBay. Every once in a while, you're going to mess up. Ciara Bullets. There's actually a Ciara Bullets factory here in my town, Sedalia. So I found these at a yard sale, and I thought they were pretty unique. They're like reloading manuals, but like super in-depth with like different... categories and stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but they're pretty cool and unique, and priced them at $25 plus free shipping, and they sold. They took a while, but they did sell. So got a Ducks Unlimited hat here, brand new, still with the tags, just old stock, and pretty cool little hat. Sold it for $10 plus shipping. I love anytime a hat sells. I've got probably hundreds of hats listed. Well, I don't know. I've probably got over 50 listed and probably another 50 left to list. I have a lot of hats. There's just hats at almost every yard sale you go to, and they almost always want $1 at the most, usually less. Some people want more, and I can usually talk them down. So I pick up hats at about $1 at the most, and I sell them anywhere from, you know, $5 at the lowest, anywhere up to 20. I think I sold that ketchup hat for like $50. That Heinz ketchup hat I got a while back. So I like hats. They take a while to sell, but they do sell. New and used. New sells way faster though. Michael Jackson portrait hat pin. I'm still shocked when these sell, because they you can barely tell it's him, and they're just weird and kind of creepy, especially like with like the documentary and stuff that's come out since his death. I don't know, maybe that's why people want these now. I'm not sure, but I've still got 5 of these. 2 of them have sold, and they're kind of creepy, but yeah, kind of cool at the same time. This Avon Makeup, you guys saw I was selling it like hotcakes there for a while. It's definitely slowed down. I think this is the only one that sold this week. But I think there's only like 5 or 6 pieces of that left out of all of it that there was. So, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. So I'm not complaining at all. These NASCAR big box games, I picked up a lot of these a while back at I think $3 a piece, and somebody overseas bought 4 or 5 of them all in one order. Actually, it might have been 5 or 6. And then this one just sold on sale for $7.19 plus shipping. So I'm doing okay on those. Classic rock CD lot. We got some Journey, Steve Miller Band, Styx, Alabama, Quiet Riot, Bon Jovi, John Cougar. Looks like some ZZ Top. I think this one was Aerosmith, Billy Squier, and Joe Walsh. Nice little lot of CDs here. Sold for $13.49 plus shipping on top, so not too shabby. The last Bose remote. My girlfriend found these at a yard sale. There was a bag of 3 of them, I think. 3 or 4. Might have been 4. I don't remember. They sold anywhere from like $7.99 to $15, I think. So, and we got the bag of all 4 or 3 or whatever for $1. So that ended up being a pretty good buy. I'm glad she saw that, because I walked right by them. These came from that big sale, or that big purchase I got from a guy on Facebook who he resells liquidation pallets or whatever. He had a bunch of stuff that he wasn't really interested in, about 100 items. I bought it for $60, so I had about 60 cents per item into these. Sold all these Crash blind box vinyl minifigure, whatever you want to call them, basically physical loot boxes. I sold these 8 of the Crash ones for $20, so I'm going through that stuff pretty good now. It took a little while for some of it, but I also didn't list it the fastest. Star Wars M&M dispenser. I bought this at a yard sale. I want to say for $1. I didn't spend much on it at all, but I thought with Luke Skywalker up on the top and it being, you know, the thing is it's collectible for two types of people. You got M&M collectors, you got Star Wars collectors. Still in the box. Maybe you find that one that's a collector of both or whatever. So I knew it had some value. Picked it up for $1, sold it for $15 plus shipping. These I kind of feel bad about almost. Like I was walking out of a yard sale and there was a container full of batteries right next to like where they took our cash, and I was like, oh, how much for the little batteries? Because I know that like little batteries like this, like watch batteries and such, can be really pricey the first time you own something that takes a battery like this, and then you're like, oh, I'll just buy a new battery, no big deal. And you get on and you see, you know, just for like a pack of 6, it can be crazy. Anyways, I was walking out and she was like, oh, you know, you can just have them, they're free. And I was like, okay, whatever. Come to find out they're like for hearing aids, and I guess you get like when you're like a senior citizen, you get these for free. I don't know. There's a bunch of people selling them on eBay. Sound like similar situations. So I put a decent price on them, $10.99 plus shipping, and they sold. So pretty cool there. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Alice Madness Returns, and Lara Croft Tomb Raider Anniversary. Just a lot. You know, if I see 3 games that aren't necessarily worth the most individually, I'm going to start trying to do this a lot more with all my video games. Selling individual games just takes, I mean, it's a lot of listings. It's a lot of work per listing. It's just easier to put 3 together, get a little bit more money all at once instead of waiting. You know, I don't know. I just want to start doing more lots. So $32.99 free shipping. These guys sold. Naruto Shippuden. I probably massacred that, but I don't really care. One of these, you see that gash right there? This thing had like, I mean, it was like a deep cut in the DVD. It's a 2-disc thing, and it's part of a series. So like there's episodes, yeah, like 284 through 290 on the first disc, and then 291 through 296 on the second disc. But I saw this second gash and I was like, man, because I started looking, and these guys sell for like over $20. This one exactly right here. But I saw this gash, I put it in a DVD player, much to my surprise. Like I played through the first couple episodes, skipped to the last couple episodes, everything seemed to play fine. But I put in the listing, like, chances are there's like an episode that might not work, or, you know, you'll at least get some interruption during one of the episodes or something. Like I fully disclosed it, you know, like I tested it, I didn't have any issues, but, you know, just by the looks of it, like there's a good chance that you're going to have some sort of a issue at some point. And I knocked $5 off or whatever. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they were going for over 20. So $14.99 plus shipping, and she sold. This clock was actually kind of funny because if you watch Cincinnati Picker, he has found multiples of this clock, and I remember making a comment like, how does this guy like find the same clock multiple times? And I remember him saying that it was fairly valuable. But anyways, my girlfriend spotted this at a yard sale, I think for 25 cents, so we picked it up. And upon looking it up, it wasn't worth as much as I thought it might be. I just listed it for $10 plus shipping, and it sold, so not too bad. Pac-Man 2 SNES label's pretty darn rough. That's why I only put it for $2 plus shipping, and it sold, so. My last M9 bayonet. I think I'm out of all my M9 bayonets now. I have a whole bunch of like butterfly and karambits left still that I need to do something with. I need to get listed. Those aren't worth near as much though. The M9 bayonets are worth quite a bit. As you can see, $44.95 plus shipping. I have sold all these now, and I think all of them went out to fans. I think every single one of them, to be honest, because almost all of them, I mean, there might have been an exception or two, but I think most of them came with a buyer's note. So this one is from Rayana, and she said, hey, Hova, okay, maybe that's her name, and then this is the guy, I don't know. Or maybe, you know, whatever. Hey, Hova, my wife and I love watching your videos, especially shitty kill cams. Glad you brought them back. This is a B-Day gift for my brother, Ryan, so I hope Ryan isn't watching this. Because it says Ryan also watches your videos. Can you sign this for him? Thanks. Keep up the great work. So I did sign it, and I even wrote a little birthday note for Ryan. So Ryan, if you're watching this, you didn't hear that. Yeah, thank you for your business, guys. I appreciate that. The Sims 2 Bon Voyage PC expansion pack. I listed a bunch of Sims PC games recently, and I think this is maybe the only one I've sold so far, but $4.99 plus shipping. I think most of the Sims stuff that I got, actually, I think this was a duplicate, yeah, because I had like 9 Sims games and expansion packs and everything, and I just lotted all that up in one listing. But I had 2 of the Sims 2 Bon Voyage, so I listed this one individual, and it sold. So Tony Hawk's Underground 2, I don't know if you can tell in this picture, but this is actually still sealed. I found this at a yard sale. I would have picked it up for $1 or $2 or something like that. And at first I saw it, and I was just like, whatever, you know. I didn't think much about it. And I was like, well, it is still sealed. You know, I'll look it up. And much to my surprise, even especially because it's a Platinum Hits, it's not even like the original copy. But even the Platinum Hits for Tony Hawk's Underground 2 still sealed. We're selling at pretty good price. So $25, free shipping. Not a bad little pickup right there. These cups I just got, I think I got, I don't know, like 40 of these, 30 or 40 of these. There's 2 boxes full. I paid like $8 for the entire set, I think, something like really low. And it's all this one Franklin porcelain mug collection. But they're all like brands from the 80s. They're like late 70s and early 80s, I believe. And they're all different brands. So I had like Welch's and like the Mary Jane candies. I don't know if you guys know what those are. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff. Like Morton Salt, stuff like that. So some of the more name brand, like the brands that I recognized, I cherry picked those, listed them individually. The ones I didn't recognize as much, I put them into groups of 6. So I have 2 lots of 6 listed, and I listed them really cheap, like $7.99 for the lot for 6 cups. So a little over $1 a piece. Plus shipping, because the thing with these is you have to pack the hell out of them, otherwise they're just going to break. These are actually pretty small. I was able to fit them in a 6x6x6, but lots of bubble wrap required and everything. The only thing that saved me on these is that they were just under £1, so that helped. But yeah, so $3.99 plus shipping, and that's what I have all of these individuals listed at, is $3.99. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, or if you have a parent that is, or something with Christmas coming up, you might want to check them out. A Bush beer tap handle that I found at a yard sale for $0.25, 50 cents, something like that. I don't really know, but anything beer related usually has some resale value, so I picked it up and listed it for $7.99 plus shipping, and she sold. These Pocahontas glasses, I've actually seen these out at yard sales and estate sales and stuff before. There's a Lion King set too that is like really awesome that I wanted, just like, I don't know, I'm big, like Lion King was a big thing for me when I was a kid growing up, and is for my kids now too. But I was never really into Pocahontas, but I saw that they had the full set, and these are the Burger King, right? I think, yeah, Burger King. So this is the full set of Burger King Pocahontas glasses from, what year were these made? I don't know. It's on there somewhere. But they're old. And since she had the full set, and I think she only had like she had $0.25 a piece on them or something, maybe 50 cents. At the most, I was $2 into these, but sold for $7.99 plus shipping. So I packed up a bunch. I packed up this and these and one other coffee mug this morning, and it took me forever to pack just those 3 packages, because anything breakable, you have to put so much more time into packaging. But anyways, Kung Fu Panda on the PS3 sold for $6.99 plus shipping. Then we got some books that I've had listed forever. I was like at very beginning stages picking up old Disney books and stuff like this, the little golden books, because I figured that, you know, there might be some individual value in, like, you know, children's books from the 80s. Not so much individually, but if you lot them together, they do okay. I've sold a few of these little lots so far. So Recess was one of my favorite shows growing up. Batman and Robin, I just thought that was cool just to see it in book form. And then Disney's The Lion King, kind of a random assortment, but $4.24 plus shipping. Blinks 1 and 2. I don't even remember this game. I really don't, but I noticed that I had the first one and the second one in my inventory. Instead of listing them individually, I just figured I'd list them together, and they sold for $22.99 plus shipping. So this order came in last night, coincidentally, after the Cowboys, I believe they won. I think they won last night, but I also saw that they set a world record for like longest field goal, I think so. But this sold after the game, Dallas Cowboys pin. I have one left. 2 of these have sold. 1 left. So if you know any Cowboys fans out there, you're looking for Christmas gifts. Peanuts Be Jolly. I get happy anytime I sell a mug. I pick up mugs from time to time. I think this came from a thrift store. If it's you know, Peanuts or Tweety or Taz or I don't know, I'm trying to think, like Star Wars, something that's like a good name brand, something collectible. I'll pick up a coffee mug at a yard sale. Because again, it's something that people usually don't want much for. If it's at a thrift shop, I don't get it until it's like bag sale day, and then I throw like a few in my bag and get them all for like $3 plus some other stuff. But at a yard sale, people usually only want like 25 cents for coffee mugs. So I'll pick up like sports teams, cartoon characters, stuff like that, highly collectible things, and list them for anywhere from $5 to like $15. I do have like some NFL ones, like some old, like I have like an old Chargers, an old Bears, and maybe a Broncos one too. Like from the early 80s, and I think I might have 1 or 2 of those listed at like 20 because they're like really old and really collectible. So I even found a Chiefs one, but I kept that. I ain't selling it. So anyways, Be Jolly, the Peanuts. You got Snoopy getting kicked in the butt or something. I don't know what's going on here. I think they're marching actually. Anyways, $9.99 plus shipping, so not too bad. That was what sold this week on eBay. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.